Okay. Being a problem because I moved my chair and now everything's out of sync. You can see some of the background. And why is my door open even more? Why does it stop touching my shit? Inside you. And now you get to stay in. Give me a chance to fix my chair. And we're back. All right. Yeah, I'm live streaming, so I can't do that thing where I dissociate before going in to the video. I have to actually react immediately. I can do that. That's where it's Coke Zero. Because I love Coke and I can't be arsed to drink half of the daily amount of sugar that you're supposed to drink in a day in a single cup and like a full meal's worth of calorie. Did you know Coke used to be like broadcasted as a health drink for people to like watch their waistline? It's insane. It's insane. Anyway, hello. My name's Des, and I don't have a set, but I do have unfettered internet access, and this is I Read It Somewhere, a channel where I get distracted by the neighbor's dogs barking outside, and where I look at whatever my brain rot leads me to online. Usually that means Reddit. And yeah, welcome. It looks a little bit different right now, and that is because I'm currently packing to move. Things are a little chaotic right now, and I don't think I have the time to edit a whole bunch of stuff, especially between packing and then being bedridden because I'm still not completely recovered from the hysterectomy, and the packing causes pain, and then packing some more, and it's just been go, drop dead, go, drop dead. So here we are. Yeah, so we're just gonna look at some Reddit for now, maybe do something later, and chill. I did say that I was gonna get into streaming. That I did one stream that was shit, and I'm like, I need to set up my settings correctly. I'll do that next week, and it never happened. So here I am. Yes, I look and sound a little bit different because I don't have my pretty settings on my DaVinci. And I don't have my audio filters that I use in my video. We're just gonna have to deal with it. I think the new place will probably be a little bit better and a little bit less echo, and I'll have just a slightly better setup. Here's hoping. Yeah. Gonna get into it. I think we're just gonna start with some Zillow Gone Wild. I'm gonna be honest, the internet hasn't been very entertaining recently. Though granted, there are rumors that the Orange Man might be dead, so they're supposed to say something about that at 2 p.m. and I don't think I'll be streaming then. So, yeah, make sure all my settings are correct. Are all my settings correct? Yeah. Why don't I have the background music in the main thing? I can fix that. I go copy. We go paste. There we go. Doesn't matter. I wanted to have the backdrop. Well, there's a million of me. I wanted to have the backdrop like I do in DaVinci Resolve, where I put my little self down in the corner. And then I think it's called the backing fill, that kind of takes the camera source and then it blends it and then it expands it out. And I really like that look, but I can't seem to replicate that in this. If any of you guys are super good with OBS and you have any pointers, I keep trying to duplicate the camera source and then blur that, but it always links the blurred filters to the camera. And I'm sure there's an easy fix to that, but I'm too dumb to figure it out right now. So we're gonna have to deal with this. Which is okay. I like this background. You get a lot of cool things on pixels. Yeah. So, if any of you guys have missed it, I'm having a brain fart. I got interrupted by another thought. But if any of you guys have missed it, zillowgonewild is a subreddit where you post just the craziest things that you see on Zillow. Usually it's supposed to be like bad stuff, but more often than not, it does include crazy things like this castle here. I'm always so paranoid that when I take my OBS off, it's gonna not show up correctly. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I have 0 viewers. Nobody can tell me if it's fucked up. But yeah, but more often than not, it's just like castles and stuff, and it's cool. It's cool to see the things that are out there, because I like to like put them away in the back of my mind to make in like The Sims later. But it's also hilarious the amount of things that they'll post on there and be like, yeah, we want $3 million, but this is a condemned house with an asbestos roof that is so fucked up that it's falling in on itself, and actually you can't even look at the inside. But because it is Toronto, this condemned pile of shit is going for $3 million, which fundamentally means, by the way, because this was in the last video, fundamentally means that Toronto thinks that that small plot of land is worth $3 million. And that's insane. That's fucking insane. I mean, Toronto's never been affordable. But it's crazy watching it go from, okay, already an unaffordable place, and over the past 15-20 years to see it goes like, yeah, we're basically New York, without being New York. And actually, I think I did read somewhere that Toronto is more expensive than New York. I'm gonna Google that. Yep. The Toronto Star literally says Toronto housing is more expensive. I don't care about your fucking newsletter. The Toronto Star literally says Toronto housing is more expensive than New York, real estate report finds. And ignore them. I'm gonna fuck around with my nose. I've seen people say online that it's like, people who do that have a coke thing. I am as straight-laced as they come. I have autism and cats. And the thing about being online is I have to mask really fucking hard, so I feel every single thing. So when a stupid little cat fur goes up my nose, it drives me crazy. But yeah, so Toronto is officially more expensive than New York. And when I said that, I thought, oh, maybe it's an out of date, but this thing's from a year ago. April 11th, 2024. I don't need to read all of this. Maybe I do? Compare to... Well, it's basically them just saying it's expensive as shit. Alberta cities stand out for income and affordability. While St. John and Saskatoon were the most affordable Canadian cities in the report, Calgary and Edmonton stood out because of their median household incomes together. Among Canadian cities, the report looked at Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Saskatoon, Kitchener-Waterloo. I was just going to talk about that. Hamilton, Burlington, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, St. John, Halifax, Dartmouth. So I am moving. So I'm not going to be giving any more information about where I am going. But I used to live in Kitchener-Waterloo. And that place I have a lot of beef with it, but the property, like the property prices and the renting things currently, that's my major issue. Because like Kitchener-Waterloo used to be two things. It used to be like a farming agriculture area, and then it used to be an industry area. That was all of it. It wasn't even really a city. It was just farms, industry, suburban sprawl, and I hated that for many reasons. But you know, it was kind of affordable. Not as affordable as the city that I'm in currently, but affordable. And then I want to say around 2015, the Toronto prices started getting insane, crazy. And what does Toronto do with its problems? They export their fucking problems to the rest of Ontario. So their people started moving out into the surrounding areas. So Kitchener-Waterloo, Hamilton, Burlington, are like a lot of places that are on there, which used to be their own cities, but are now slowly being considered the Greater Toronto Area. And it went from people like farming communities and stuff that could generally afford their rent, even if it was a little bit expensive, to even when I was working full time, I couldn't afford to live in the crap area of Kitchener-Waterloo with roommates. And that was in like, I want to say 2018. And it's only gotten worse since then. And I remember specifically when I used to live there that they're like, oh, we're great. We're great. We're a high-class area. We don't really have homeless people. They had homeless people. They just weren't as bad as, like, London, right? But now, it's reached a tipping point where it's so unaffordable that the homeless population is just, it's rising exponentially because nobody can afford to fucking live there, even if they are fully employed and have a full-time job. It's insane. I can hear people outside. I want to shut my windows. I will be back. Windows. Sorry, the apartment that I live in has a lot of old people, and they like to snoop. And the bedroom window of my bedroom is right on the front porch. So it's not uncommon for certain people to sit on the porch when I have my windows open. I have to have my windows open because it's the hottest room in the entire place. Like, I'm over top of the water heater and stuff, so it turns into a sauna. They like to sit up there and they like to fucking look into my window and listen. And at first I thought it was crazy. Then I caught them doing it one day. I'm like, what the fuck? So now anytime I hear someone out there, I get paranoid as shit and I have to close the window. Another good reason why I'm fucking moving. Sorry, that stressed me out big time. And now I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, aside from just Toronto, when they can't afford to live there anymore, they don't fix the issues. They don't put regulations on their landlords. They just go, yes, you know what we should do? Make people move out. Move to places like Burlington, like Hamilton, like KW. And they can work remotely. Yeah, or they can commute in here. And they can go over there, and they can raise the rents, and they could basically end up just bringing the same Torontonian bullshit there. Because that's easier for the government than saying to the landlords, you can't buy up 1 million properties. You can't rent them out for millions of dollars for trash. You can't do that. No, because that would require I don't know, thoughts of functioning brain. Anyway, I got a little sidetracked. Let's look at Zillow Gone Wild and stop going into the doomer hole, because I tend to do that a lot. This one says speechless, and then I saw the steam room. I think I can open it up without messing around with anything. Do I have my browser audio? Yeah, I do. So if I want to check stuff, I can actually just open up this in a different screen. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's how I'm gonna check stuff. Straight up, this looks like it came out of The Hobbit or something. That is a great shot. With the mist rolling in over the... it's already a beautiful house. That's a great shot. Are those cranes? They're cranes. My eyes couldn't really focus on them. That's pretty. It's contemporary but classy. This I don't like. I feel like it should be a fundamental rule. If you have a fireplace, you need to put the TV over the fireplace. And I know people complain about people that have their TVs mounted too high, but like, I don't know. It's like the law. It looks good. And it's okay to look up occasionally. I need that. I need that cooktop. I need it. See, I'm not one of those people who's like, if I get rich, I'm gonna buy a mansion. I'm probably just gonna buy a normal size, like, house. But if I get rich, you'll know, because I will have cooktops either like this or like the antique ones that have been restored. There's a place, I think, out of Burlington, Ontario that does, old antique themed, ranges and stuff. Let me see. Antique kitchenware. There you go. Not St. Jacobs. Is it in Kitchener? Is this the one that I'm thinking of? It is not Makeworth. I saw them on TikTok. I'm getting distracted by Amani. She's right. Everything she says is correct, by the way. But that's not... I'm getting distracted. Vintage Kitchen, Ontario, Canada. That might help me crack down on... There we go. I'm not going to go through and watch their TikToks. They have to have a... They have to have a website. Oh, there we go. This is it. Where are they based out of? Let's go to the kitchen. The kitchen ranges. Is this the one? Maybe it's not the one. So I'm looking at antique stuff. Oh, this is gonna annoy me forever. Elmira still work. Ignore the fact that I can't spell. Heritage Collection. This is it. I think this is it. Like this. That's not the actual... That's not an actual photo, though. Heritage. Click the button. Ranges. There we go. Yep. This is what I'm talking about. Because they have antique stuff, and then they have stuff that looks like it's from, like, the 50s and 60s. This is really good. But I want the ones that are, like, that he showed in the video. They might be out of stock currently, but they had a lot of, like, antique blue ones. And stuff that looks like they're out of, like, a mid-century modern house from, like, the 50s and 60s. And it's lovely. And I would... Oh, maybe it's North Star. There we go. Yeah, these are the ones. I want ones like these. Like, this aesthetic is lovely. And it's all modern, right? So it's made in this older style, but it's all modern. And they made it to be repairable and stuff. But, like, the prices are insane. Oh, I gotta turn off my dark mode. Blinding light. Like, $895 before tax for a fucking microwave? That's crazy. I spent $30 on my current microwave, and I feel like I got ripped off. So, $895 before tax is insane. It's insane. I was stopped for a moment because I thought it was a Canadian thing, and then I read the tariffs, but that's just if you're shipping it to the USA. But hell, if you have the money to pay fucking $895 for a microwave, I think you have the money to pay the tariffs. I love it. I don't look like the type of person that would like antique themed stuff, but I really do. I like antique themed, like mid-century modern stuff with like an Addams Family aesthetic. That's my whole thing. Not that this is Addams Family aesthetic, but I'm like, that's just like, those two things are, I love it. It's Fireview. Fireview is the old, like the 1800s version stuff. Oh, and it's an actual wood-burning stove. That would have been so good at the cottage. I actually really like that. That's so classy. It's not my type of thing at all, but I can see people that really like being into like reenacting stuff would love that. It's beautiful. I will say though, this is nice. I love looking at things that I can never afford. This is a bit silly to be paying $3 for it, because that's just a normal dishwasher with like not even that fancy of a plating on it. Yeah, no. 'Tis not for me, I fear. Oh, you can get an electric and sorry, I'm getting distracted. I love this shit so much. I should make this in Blender. I've seen some really fancy ones that I can't really recreate very well, but I feel like I could recreate this in Blender pretty easily. Okay, getting back to that. Still not quite as beautiful as this one, though. But it's local, and it's Canadian, and that's what counts. I like that it's not all white. I can't say that this is like my... That place is huge. I can't say that this is like my aesthetic or anything, but it's really nice. Yeah, see, this is like... It just feels off-center because the TV that they have is right on the other side of the mantle. And the whole thing, no matter where you are, you have to like crane your head this way. And I'd rather look up a little bit than have to go like this to see something. Is that a butler's pantry? Or is that a second kitchen? Crazy. Fucking insane. Yeah, this is why I feel like this is out of The Hobbit. Just for, like, really, really tall people. Another goddamn sauna. Another thing I will never understand. At least this one's pretty. The saunas that I have been in are all just like little dark closets made of wood, and you feel kind of weird for being in there. That's a lot. I love tile. That's too much tile. And because it's like the mosaic things, it kind of all blends everything together. That's a bit much. Okay. Okay, I did say in a video before that, like, rich people kind of lack taste, and we're moving into the area where they didn't really have the taste to go with the finances. They wanted it to be special. They wanted it to look good, but these floors look cheap. There's a random ass night. This carpet's ugly. Ugh. It's tacky. It's tacky, but I really like the deep bathtub. They've got 2 cuck chairs and a cuck bench. Love that for them. See, now they understand. At least here they understand that the TV should be over the fireplace, but like... I don't understand why they decided to put it beside it in the living room. I'm not sure if I love or hate this. I'm not sure those couches would even be comfy for a theater room. You need to have the big, like, recliner chairs. Goddamn, these people have too much fucking money. And then a pool table. Because every rich bitch needs a pool table. Too much money. I got redirected to another page. I'm too poor to even look at this place. Yep. I feel like, though, that this is the type of place that it looks great, but nobody ever buys just because of the price. Or, like, someone moves into, but it becomes abandoned almost immediately because of some weird tragedy. Like, this is the type of stuff that ends up on those, Urbex YouTube channels. Seriously, though, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, this is the one we looked at before, with the Flint, Michigan. I'm still not quite sure if this is a painting or not. These photos leave a little bit... Yeah, and then the morgue, the fucking morgue kitchen that I still don't understand. It gets to the point where, like, there's so much white that it looks bad. And that mixed with the hospital top, I don't need to go over this shit again. You wanna scroll? Oh, hey. So this was doing the rounds, because that's one of the stolen artworks stolen by the Nazis. This house is in Argentina. I saw this before the news articles and stuff came out. This woman is selling a Nazi's home. That's fucking insane. I guess a lot of them did flee to Argentina, from what I heard. And see, the worst thing about this, he's a Nazi and he doesn't even have good fucking taste. This puke green fucking couches with the doilies on it. Jesus Christ. Now, you steal a precious work of art and then you just mount it on a fucking turd. Like, what the fuck is the point? Yep, the listing no longer seems to have this particular photo. I like being ahead of the curve on things. I think this is one of the things that I caught before it got to the news, and I feel special. I didn't say anything about it, though, because I'm not, like, well-versed in that. I'm like, I didn't know the nuances or whatever. Like, I didn't know if it was actually Nazi stolen art or if it was just Redditors being Redditors. But no, it's actual Nazi stolen art. which is crazy, and something that they did a lot, apparently. Price increased to 1.7 million. You need to see why. I know people shit on McMansions, but I kind of like them. They're ugly in a charming way. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Oh god, never mind. Oh no. Oh no. I take back everything I said. What the fuck? I'm gonna cry. What the fuck? Never mind. Oh. This is the least offensive one. Do they have a gold toilet? I'm astonished. Fuck. Oh, if you hear that, by the way, that's my cat snoring. This is insane. I've never been so immediately proven wrong. That's hilarious. What the fuck? Ugh. Yeah. Which wall coverings do you prefer? Yes. All of them. There is so much, just so much, and then there's more. Yeah. It's really setting off my overstimulation. Like, my eyes started fucking watering up. Especially this one. Still making me tear up. It's too much. That's... Someone lived here. That's cursed. This looks like it's haunted. This looks vaguely plantation-y. Yeah, Lake Delaware Farm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that car, though. It's pretty. That being said, I feel like I can sense that atrocities happened here. Yeah. Getting bad vibes from this place. No, don't like it. Does anyone else get that, or am I just... I had to find out why they were selling it after more than 200 years. It has been a family summer home ever since, according to Elbridge Jerry, who owns the Elbridge Jerry. Elbridge. You named your child Elbridge. Who owns the property with 9 cousins. They are selling the property because they are dispersed across the country, leaving the estate underused. Oh, it must be nice to have that much money. Jesus. Oh, no, I hit the space button. Said Jerry, 68-year-old retired bond manager, based in Connecticut and Florida. He described the process of selling the longtime family home as emotionally brutal and hopes the buyer will preserve the historic house. It can't be that emotionally brutal. You guys apparently never use the place. Those folks probably called the Vanderbilts and DuPonts new money. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that old money and some dark shit happened on that farm. Huh. Holy shit, that's cool. A house owned by the family who swore in George Washington. Imagine the meetings and gatherings that took place on that acreage. I wonder how much of it was built by slaves. All of it, that's what I'm saying. Yep. The description talks about how the crown gave them the land that belonged to several Native American tribes. Yeah. That can be described of any old American place, though. That's not surprising. I was more thinking about the slavery, the chattel slavery going on that... yeah. Even someone else is like, that's a plantation. Oh, at least I'm not crazy here. That's a big window. Miss Ma'am, could you behave? Jesus. Let me make sure my audio's on. I'm paranoid. I'm very paranoid. This is a bit kooky. Oh. Huh. Even you can't escape the, landlord special, huh? You know, I don't think I hate the white in this location, but I hate the fact that they painted over the brick. I think it needs some, like, blue accents. People really seem to like this curvy, either a curved couch like that or couches formed in a curve in the middle of an empty room. Those chairs are god-awful. Satan spawn from the 90s. It's a very strange layout. Ugh, look at all that sunlight. On one hand, it would kill my sensory overload. I need blackout curtains to survive. On the other hand, it's so beautiful. Oh, just fucking yes, my liege ass bedroom there. Jeez. Wait, is there no walls? Why does that feel... I see a door, but it's giving... Okay, there is a door, but it was kind of... The way the photos were laid out, it kind of made it seem as if it was a loft. A generally pretty nice office. More tiles. I don't think this place is horrible. I think it's pretty nice. I've lived there. Apparently it's been on sale for at least a decade. Kind of love the idiotic place though. And oddly, it's no longer on the top 10 upvoted of all time. It used to be the top post of the sub. I don't think it's idiotic. I think it was just built at a certain time with a certain vibe, and then people later came and renovated it, which means painting everything fucking white because even the rich people can't avoid the landlord special. I don't think it's idiotic. I just think it's unique. And I feel like if you're gonna have a home, like a big-ass mansion type home, and you're gonna renovate it, you need to renovate the whole place, not have everything have the landlord special from 2015, and then like the older proper wood old ass layout, and then it's very confusing what it's trying to be. It just ovulated? Alright. Calm down, girly pop. I don't like pink houses, I'm not gonna lie. This could all be one nice uniform black, or cobalt blue. Oh, that's very nice. Alright. Shit's antique. Liking it. Loving it. This is a very nice little house. It's older. There's a lot of older houses in the city that I live in, and a lot of them do look pretty much like this, but smaller. In fact, I've lived in apartments of places like this that are just, like, divided up into 7 or 8 apartments, and it's nice. Very pretty. Usually full of rats and bats and bugs, but pretty pretty. We're getting too nice. Things are too nice. We need some unhinged stuff. I have no idea what's outside, but it's loud. Ray came by and did the stuff, so I don't know why there's always loud stuff outside. Do I have my noise canceling on? Ah, that's why I did not have my noise canceling on. It doesn't help you guys, but it helps me not hear everything all the time forever. This is a nice bathtub, but I have a question. So you have a normal spout here, but then you have the shower head. And maybe it's because my mind is in the gutter. But the only use I can think of that is, mommy's special alone time. Because why would you need a swivel head in a bathtub? It's not like the walls are not tiled. Right, so it's not like you could spray anywhere other than down. I see what you're doing. We need some unhinged stuff. The thing is, I want to go look at, there we go. I want to go look at shitty tattoos. But the thing about shitty tattoos is there's a lot of genitalia. A lot of genitalia. And I can't think of a better way to get my stream taken down than to go on that. This is just meat deli sandwiches and sausages everywhere. Now, they said this is a crime scene, so they're literally selling it just as is. Oof. Nobody came to clean it up or anything. They're just like, fuck it, take photos like that, put it online. Oh my god. Okay, let's read the news article. 2 adults shot and killed unharmed children hid in Frederick County, deputies say. Baltimore. 2 adults were found shot to death Sunday morning in a home with 4 unharmed children in Frederick County, prompting a double murder investigation, according to deputies. On Tuesday, the Frederick County... I need to drink. My mouth gets so dry and then it sounds weird. On Tuesday, the Frederick County Sheriff's Office identified the 2 who were killed as 33-year-old Crimea Melita Baker and 34-year-old Sean Antoine Lange. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. Sean and Anthony Lange. Lange? Jesus, I'm white. Deputies say the children inside, all 13 years old or younger, hid until morning when they felt it was safe to emerge. Deputies responded to the 7,000 block of Mandalog Court. Can you shut the fuck up? TikTok. I swear to God, it loses its mind anytime I'm not on it for 3 seconds. Around 7 a.m. on Sunday in Newmarket, where Baker and Lange were found in the upstairs bedroom with multiple gunshot wounds. 4 unharmed children were also found inside the home. Investigators say they recovered 42 shell casings from inside the home. There was no other weapons. So they were shot 42 times then? In bed? Jesus Christ. Sheriff Chuck Jenkins did not go into specific detail about the 911 call. According to dispatch recording, a 10-year-old called for help. I can't imagine what's going through their minds, Jenkins said. One of the children discovered his mother and the gentleman in bed dead at the time. I can only say that their life has just been destroyed, and it's upside down right now. Baker is the mother of all 4 children, and Longe is the father of one of the children, deputies said. Investigators believe the adults were living together and were targeted. This was a heinous... This is a big word for Ilma. This was a heinous targeted double murder. A crime of rage and anger, Jenkins said. This is the type of crime that shocks the conscience of Frederick County residents. There's absolutely no reason to believe there is any risk of threat to the local public at large. I can assure the public that every available investigator and agency resource will be brought to bear in this case until the persons responsible are identified, arrested, and brought to justice. Ew. The comments say the woman and her partner were murdered by her ex-husband over past due child support payments. Jesus fucking Christ, and you wonder why you're the goddamn ex. That's insane. That's how you get your debts paid. Kill the person who owes ya using your little... That's the back... You got that backwards. He owes the couple. I hate to say it, but I mean, at least he only went after the parents. I find that these people often go for the full family and then take themselves out, which is like, you could just save everyone the trouble and just off yourself. Nobody wants you. If you're gonna be doing shit like this just because you can't pay your child support, the bar is in hell, brother, and you didn't even meet that. Did not even meet that, my friend. No, you did not. I think I saw r/funny had some new stuff. Means I need to turn on my desktop audio, which is slightly better than my background music.
You gotta pour like his mouth in there. What?
Oh. Well then. I make that exact same face when I do stupid shit like that. It's crazy that y'all can't drink until you're 21. That seems excessively high. 21 and already has a problem with drinking. Like, for Canadians, by 21, you've already either developed a habit and gotten over it, or are too far gone, and y'all are just having your first drinks. 'Tis insane. I picked a bad week to stop sniffing glue. My wife's Google search history during a girls' trip in the past weekend. Why are you looking at your wife's Google search history? Why do Native Americans believe Sedona is special? How do I get the scorpion out of the sucker? How do I get the scorpion out of Vulcan pickle ball? Vulcan pickle ball. Vulcan ball. Nausea and panic after weed. That would explain everything else. When do you go to the hospital for too much weed? You don't. You lie in bed and you witness the passage of time. How full beta blockers interact with weed? Oh, not well. What are we doing in my swamp? Cottonwood tree. Do slugs have penis foreheads? She's a dream. I love her. What a potpourri of searches. Did she get the scorpion out of the sucker? She did, but it snapped in half. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Well, do slugs have penis foreheads? Let me finish the bag of gummies and I'll get back to you. I do in fact believe she had too much weed. No. You need to watch your cats. Why is your cat... Oh. Panic averted. Why is your cat alone in your garden? People are stupid with their cats, okay? Your cat should not be out alone. It should not be outside without supervision. There's no such thing as an indoor-outdoor cat. Like, it's, just watch your fucking cats. This is a good thing he could swim, but he could very well have not. And I know people are like, oh, it's their instincts, it's their instincts. Bullshit. We've domesticated these fuckers for far too long. Cats have drowned. It's not. You can't just, oh, their instincts will save them. Well, sometimes no, okay? Because we took them out of the wild, and then we inbred them, to the point that they're very cute and very loving and very stupid, okay? Whatever instincts there used to be, far gone. You should watch my cats try to hunt bugs. You would think that there's something wrong with them mentally. There has been an accident. Collision detected. Your driver crashed 0.3 meters away from you. Wait, that's not... 0.3, whatever. You can still pick up your order, but contents might be damaged. Send flowers to your Dasher's hospital room. Oh my god. That's a little fucked. So you can send flowers to your Dasher's hospital room, but I guarantee, because this is in Kentucky, DoorDash won't be paying the hospital bills. But you can send flowers to their hospital room. As long as they deliver your stuff. They'd probably penalize them too, if for whatever reason they couldn't deliver your stuff. Hello, officer. I'm just here to grab my burrito out of the back of a smashed Corolla. I ain't find no burrito. Now move along, Citizen. Yeah. Have you ever been in an incident with a Uber or whatever? It wasn't Uber actually. It was a different rideshare company. I forget the name of. In Kitchener. It was just after I hurt my knee on the job and I couldn't walk the hour to get to the bus. So I was taking that a lot. And this guy, I call him the Spaghetti Man. And I say with the most disdain possible, I hate this motherfucker. I hate the Spaghetti Man. He always smelled like rotten spaghetti all the time. That I could tolerate. But he refused to look at me. He refused to talk to me. He refused to acknowledge my existence. And he drove me, like, every day, pretty much, to and sometimes back work for, like, 2 months as I was recovering. And then one day, it wasn't even snowy. We were just going on our way, and we were a little bit late, but it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. And I wasn't saying anything. Everything was fine. We were riding in blissful silence. But he was speeding, because it was a back road. And he got pulled over by the cops, so I had to sit there awkwardly in the back as he got the ticket. And then after the cops left, this man who never talked to me, always smelled like spaghetti, talked to me with some sort of accent I couldn't fucking place. And he blamed me. He blamed me for the ticket. He was talking about, oh, this is gonna take stars off my license. Like, I could lose my job for this. I can't believe you made me do this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, motherfucker, we have never spoken. Okay? I said hi to you 3 times before I gave up trying to communicate with you. I've never told you to be faster. I never gave you any negative stars. I have always given you 5 stars when frankly the service was 2.5, okay? Because I am a good customer that understands customer service is bullshit. And you're trying to blame me because you were speeding? First of all, I'm more angry than you. I'm not good in social situations like that. Okay? I had to awkwardly sit in the back. Are you okay, ma'am? Yeah, I'm okay. Do you know what happened? No, I was just on my phone. Do you know this man? No. He's my Uber driver. You're gonna get mad at me? What the fuck did I do other than be there? You signed up for the job. You did the job. You sped, motherfucker. How's that my fault? I would not send flowers to his hospital room. If you're the spaghetti man, you gotta work on your personality, boy. But your driver Lewis has passed away. Unfortunately, the driver carrying your flowers to the hospital also crashed. Click here to send a third dasher to sort things out once and for all. I think I've seen a TikTok where a driver or delivery man couldn't deliver things because of crash, and the cop actually brought the food, which was the funniest thing I've ever seen, but also weirdly sweet. Someone said, you should go to the accident and keep saying, where's my food? I want my food. It's crazy because some people actually would do this. Probably, if you've ever worked in food service, this isn't probably, it's an inevitability. I've had people complain because the driver had a seizure. Oh my god, this reminds me of something. I'll say it at the end. I've had people complain because their driver had a seizure, and we didn't notice that he was gone for a while. Needed an ambulance after he hit another car. Don't get me started on COVID. People act like it's a violation of some constitutional right to have access to pizza they didn't make themselves in under an hour. Look, I can give you an application if you want to come help us out back, but we've already told you that the wait was gonna be there. There are easily 40 people ahead of you in line at this point. This is why I always like the business model. Sell it till you run out and everyone else can go fuck themselves. When it's gone, and we're done for the day. Yep. I worked in Tim Hortons, and this has happened. We had a girl with a seizure condition. I don't know what it caused because there are quite a few conditions that can cause seizures. And she hit the floor one day, and she was like having a full-on seizure. We were all panicking because I don't know how to handle that. I just know that seizures happen, and don't put anything in their mouths, and don't let people touch it. That's all I know. And I swear to God, this fucking woman in her 60s, she's like, can someone help me? And we're like, man, we gotta handle this. Just give us a second. She's like, I don't care. You get paid to help me. You need to come here and help me. You can step over her. And I'm like, I'm going to kill you in your sleep. And a very similar thing happened when I was working and I hurt my knee because there was, I was working deli and there's this door in there. And we told the owners to fix the door so many times because someone had kicked it in long before I showed up. So you had to, I don't know how to explain it, and I packed up all my paper. Wait, let's pull a pirate software. Actually, did you know if boss equals stupid, I get money? Sorry, that wasn't a funny joke. Sometimes they say shit, I'm like, this is gonna land, it doesn't land. Anyway. But, like, this was the thing that you make the food on. And then this was the shelf. And there was a noticeable distance between that. And what's it called? The door is right here. I have a tablet pen I could be using, but I'm not. So if you wanted to do this, if you wanted to open this, it was stuck. You had to, like, there you go. There you go. You have your arm. You have to bend over underneath this, and your whole body was under. And you had to get down, and you had to push, and you had to pull and put all of your leg on this, and then this is the fucking knee that I had an issue with. All of your weight on this fucking leg to pull open. And then one day, after doing it over and over again, and I have fucked up knees just in general because I did karate, and if any of you know anything about karate, especially Goju Ryu, you are in a squat all the time. Your knees gonna be fucked. And I did horseback riding, and I was also just a major klutz, so my knees were fucked by the time I was like 12. But the stupid knee was like, this is the perfect time for the kneecap to like click off, and I think it was the kneecap, I don't really know, but like, if you're supposed to stand like this normally, my leg, I don't care about your stupid thing, yeah, went like this. And I don't know what happened, and I wasn't allowed to see the doctor about it, because if I took any time off, they would do to me what they did to my friend, which is they can't fire you, but they can reduce you from full-time to part-time and give you like 3-hour shifts once a month until you choose to quit, which is what they did to my friend. So I got to not go to the doctor about that and stand on it and make it worse. I had one concession. I had concessions that don't put me on window because I'm short and I have to jump out to get it, making the thing worse. And guess where they put me? Anyway, but this happened and I collapsed. And I have a very high pain tolerance, but I cried. I'm not gonna pretend that I didn't. I cried like a baby. It's the first time in my adult life that I cried out of pain. Even when I had my hysterectomy, and the first day I had no pain meds at all because all of my pharmacies were closed, and I didn't know that before I discharged myself. Even then, wasn't anywhere as close to the pain as that. And the woman behind the counter is like, well, am I still gonna get my sandwich? Like, can you get her out of there? I don't want to watch someone cry. Like, be professional. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just currently having a lifelong injury that is so bad that I won't be able to sleep in the future if I lay on anything other than exactly my back or my side with a million fucking pillows. Like, I am so sorry that I can't make your fucking shitty turkey sandwich that consists of shitty bread, expired lettuce, and a thin slice of fucking deli meat. Like, sorry. I'm getting triggered. I'm having flashbacks. God damn. Customer service is the fucking worst thing in the world. I think everyone should have to do one. It should be like community service. Where I live, you have to. It's getting really dark. I don't know where the sun went. How does that look on my thing? There you go. Where I live, you have to do a certain amount of community service to graduate high school, which is a pain in the ass in general, but I think you should have to do a certain amount, rather than community service, a certain amount of customer service time. I feel like it would make a lot of the assholes wandering around the earth right now less assholey. I think it would just improve society in general. Can't you drive? You spilled my drink. Look at this mess. Can you go back and make me a new one? All while the driver is laying on the asphalt, all scraped up with a broken leg. Yeah. Devil on my shoulder is telling me to replicate these signs and place them all over the store. Did you know the toilet in this display room is functional? Take a moment to relieve yourself in it and imagine you being in your bathroom. That's chaos, but unfortunately there are already people that do shit in public display toilets. I have heard from friends that have to work in places like IKEA and like Home Depot and stuff, anywhere that sells toilets. People be shitting. I used to work at Home Depot, and you don't need a sign. People are evil and will do it themselves. I worked at Kohl's. You don't even need a toilet. They just shit wherever. I also worked at Kohl's. Why do people just shit there? Anywhere. Mostly the home department. Also pissing in the fitting rooms. Why are we doing that? Because people are insane and customer service is evil. I remember working in a department store, and a colleague went in to clean one of the fitting rooms at the end of the day, and I just heard them yell out, "Ew, someone spat all over the mirror." Plot twist. Was not spit. I thought it was bad that I had to clean up, like, shit and cocaine and stuff out of Tim Hortons, but I would not be touching the cum. I'm sorry. Hard line, no. The new person can do it. It ain't gonna be me. Yeah, after 10 plus years in retail, I saw far too much, and every time I contemplate going back, I think of these things and say, never mind. I'll deal with the corporate BS. Retail workers really have it the worst, dealing with the types of biohazards nurses do for minimum wage and no respect. Yeah, pretty much. Had a manager try to make us clean up a stall that looked like someone's ass blew up in it. Their underwear was in the mess. All of us said F that and just put a out of service sign on it. No one was paid enough to literally clean up shit. Glad I'm not in retail anymore. Yeah, I didn't have that choice. I was the youngest, like the newest person on the team. And in that situation, when they go, new guy, clean it up, new guy go clean it up. Believe it or not, school teachers also find excrement and urine in places it does not belong as well. I'm talking about high school. Yeah, unfortunately. Worrying about school shootings is bad enough, but that doesn't happen every day. Finding random poop bombs or presents left on a day a substitute was there didn't monitor class is one of the many weekly, if not daily, hazards. Ew. Yeah, one year in middle school, they found the boys' bathroom just covered in blood. They didn't know where it came from. Nobody was hurt. They couldn't match the blood it was just blood everywhere for no reason. That place was also haunted, though, after a girl hung herself in the stairwell. So, that's what I chalked that up to. Neighbors just sent me a video of my indoor cat. Up. Oh, at least she's living her best life. My cats would get hit by the water and then run in screaming for help. That's not nice, because I would drop all of my shit in anticipation for her dropping that. Oh no. Man down. Okay. It's not that interesting. Men before and after they see their favorite person. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, I would love to watch more, but fucking Evanescence and Natasha Bedingfield is gonna come for my YouTube channel with that one. Chilling on a dock when all of a sudden a giant seal appears to your left. Oh. I've never seen one that big before, and the noise. Sorry, I'm a 12-year-old. I love that. I've never seen one so big before, though. The sound at the end looks like you just pulled off a bank heist and made a run for it. Yep, seal time. It's seal talk for time for a swim. I love that. Well, I'd love to watch that, but I'm dyslexic, so I have no idea what the hell is going on there. Rap information. This is gonna be cringy. Anytime a white man starts rapping, it's gonna be cringy.
Tommy, classic name. What do you do for a living, Tommy? You work for Network Rail. Fuck yeah. What's your favorite kind of train? Steam train. Fuck yeah. Is this your partner, by the way, Tommy? Hello, partner. What's your name? Amanda, classic name. What do you do, Amanda? You work for Marie Curie, the cancer charity. Fuck yeah.
Is this even rapping? Sorry, that's just... I know people joke about, like, millennial cringe and stuff. And I always say, oh, it's not like millennial cringe, it's like millennial loser theater kids. And this is that. Dude wants to be John Mulaney. John Mulaney? That's not John Mulaney. What the fuck? Bo... having a stroke. Bo Burnham. He wants to be Bo Burnham, but he is just... fake. I wouldn't even say this is a rap. Oh, there we go. Slim Shady, he is not. My mother-in-law got my wife and I a monogram vase for our anniversary. It's ass. I love that. I would have that out all the time. There would always be flowers in it.
I'll give you some hints. I want you to guess. Okay. On the green sea turtle that loves to gruff on the green sea grass. So Hattie, what do you think my favorite color is?
Moving a washing machine in Amsterdam. Oh no. Oh no. Whoa. Hello. What are you gonna do when it gets down? This has to be a OSHA violation. That could have gone so wrong. It ended too soon. They should have recorded how they put it on the back of a bicycle. I can't speak. On the back of a bicycle and go away like nothing. Started too late as well. I wanted to see how they got the sofa down. It's possible the sofa weighs less. Old washing machines are heavy. Yeah, this is true. There's a lake in Finland that looks like Finland. I forgot some things in the back of the fridge and now my fridge won't give it back. Yep, time to defrost that thing. Looks like it's overdue. How long have we been going at it? Just an hour. Passenger quote-unquote safety.
You're in my country now, English.
أنا آسف ما فهمت عليك.
Sorry, I don't understand ya. This is England. Islamistan, English. We'll be talking about anything. Dangerous. You meant to be here, are ya? Oi!
Excuse me, madam. Did I just say I completely agree with you?
Yeah?
Yes, he's in our country now. Speak the Queen's English or go home.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Could be saying anything. He's a security risk.
Thank you.
I have some Arabic. Can I translate for the safety of the passenger?
Go on then.
لما أوصل على البيت When I get home, I am going to plunge my face between your perfect breasts. My wife, you have such wondrous balloons. They stand eager and alert, like two small puppies that have smelt a plate of sausages.
Stop now.
No, surveillance must continue on the subject of sausages. I'm speaking to you fully erect.
Shut up!
I found Iran's nuclear program. It is in my pants.
Bloody disgusting.
It's so stupid. That is so stupid. It's one of... It's cheesy. It's like, yeah, this skit, it'll show you racist people, which fundamentally I find kind of annoying and try-hardy, but that is funny. Iran's nuclear program is in my pants. If you're going to repost this, don't leave out the best part. It's his anniversary with his wife, and it's just foreplay. Where's the rest? In his pants. I tried to find it, but all I could find was this clip. Do you have a link to the full video? Alright, let's see. People are like that in Canada, too. Only it's, they always like, oh, you're Paki. Because they see a brown person, they're like, ah, yes, Pakistan. She'd be like, I don't want to hear anything from you. I hear your accent. English, England for the English, or Britain for the Brits, or something is what the motherfuckers say. It's
Thunderous balloons.
It's our wedding anniversary.
Okay. I feel like I didn't need to watch that whole part. Funniest and most dramatic confrontations that are definitely not at all script. Obviously. Sometimes I say shit, right? I'm like, ah, yes, this makes sense. And then it comes out of my mouth. I'm like, no fucking shit, dumbass. What a magical cup that can't be
Almost
knocked.
like a magic trick. Because let me show you. You can't knock it over, but yet you can pick it straight up.
How is that possible?
Try it. It's the magic of... Well, you can push it real hard. Come on.
But you know what? You're right, though.
She's tough. She's tough.
No, but look,
But
honest
look,
to
look
God,
at this. Look at that.
You are really trying to prove
Yeah,
them wrong.
she's tough. She's tough.
in the car,
You gotta wanna knock it
down.
over.
Okay, you gotta...
Hey, but oh, no, don't do that. That's the thing, though. When people knock shit over, like, my father had a stroke, and he's klutzy as shit. It's not gonna be a light tap. It's gonna be, he flung his fucking arm and sent something across it. If it's gonna be, like, tumbler or whatever, it has to be anti-tumble. She's got a point. I mean, realistic if you're a normal person, but cops are supposed to do shit about that. That's like when they had that, school pew-pew, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here, and the cops just sat outside till it was done because they didn't want to get hurt. It's like, no, that's your job. That's your job, Piggy. Go do it. Dad gets his twins mixed up.
Mama's talking to you. Come here. Come say hi. Come here, Liam. Who are you? Are you Kevin or Liam? You're Kevin? Oh, you are Kevin. Jesus Christ.
Hi, Kevy. What you doing, baby?
Say hi, Mama.
Yeah, I don't understand how people with twins do it, especially if they're the same gender and, like, look alike. It's crazy. And then he got syphilis, because koalas are just filled to the brim with that.
That's you telling Grandpa.
Well, don't kick him. The koala's like, hey man, what the fuck? I was going. People are loud around here. I thought the crackheads were fighting. They are not. People are just talking. Hmm. I believe... that's going to be the end of the stream. Like I said, I want... Sorry, that's great. Is that the low budget cosplay? I love that. I wanted to look at, shitty tattoos, but again, it's just flaps and bits everywhere. You cannot show that. To get this thing restricted so quickly. Yeah. I'll stream more often. Now that I've got my whole setup up and going. That is my unfortunate face. Here we go. I'll stream more often now that I have my setup going. I think I might have to reset this up every time I do it, though. It seems like every time I turn off my camera, it disconnects. I have to reset it. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, we'll do this probably more often. While I'm packing, I'll try to do it the 2 times a week that I usually upload. Maybe more, it depends on what we're doing. I don't know if I'm gonna start looking at stuff on Twitch or if I'm just gonna keep it on YouTube. I prefer YouTube just because it's simpler, but I know it's easier to get found on TikTok, or on Twitch. I know if I had my way, I'd have 1,000 followers and I'd just be doing this on TikTok. So, we'll see. Maybe we'll get there eventually. I don't know. But yeah, that was I Read It Somewhere, a channel where I look at whatever my brain rot leads me to online. I've been Des. If you want to... Can you? TikTok, relax. I swear to God. If you want to check out my other videos, you can check out my other videos on YouTube. That's not how you spell that. YouTube. That's not how you spell that. Try again. It took me 3 times to spell the damn thing. On youtube.com. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff, mostly just reacting to stuff on Reddit. I did put out a new decorating scents video. Those things are going to be coming probably slower than I'd like, just because it's really hard to get them. They're not really available anywhere else but in the USA. I thought I could watch it on Discovery Plus if I paid for it. But no, it's only available in the USA. But we do that. We look at Zillow, we look at bad tattoos and AI slop, and sometimes autistic stuff. I'm not doing any more of the recaps. As you can see, they don't do well at all, and also they're just a waste of time to edit. So yeah. Oh my god. It's crazy the quality that's gone up in the, 5 months that I've been doing this professionally. Well, not professionally, but more seriously. Just the difference that the Sony ZV-E10 does compared to my shitty phone, where I had to edit it a lot in CapCut to make it serviceable. I'm not body checking all this. Listen, I've lost 20 pounds. I'm allowed to compare myself because this is me 5 months ago with the skinny filter on and stuff. And yes, I use that. I will be the first one to admit that when I started doing this, I used that a lot. Because I hated myself. Still got the double chin going on. Not quite as bad. And now, because of the metformin, I don't need to have the smooth face. I still got some acne shit going on, but I look serviceable. I look like a person again for the first time ever. Yeah, sorry. I go on tangents. You'd be surprised the amount of things that I just, that I have to cut out of my recordings. And I'm good with the not swearing in this video. But the tangents remain. Seriously, I can record for an hour and a half and then cut it down to a half-hour long video. It's too much and I try, but I get distracted and I ramble. Yeah. So, maybe I'll see you on Thursday. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe this will be an everyday thing. Who knows? We'll see. I've gotta do more packing. And then dissociate for a bit. Because I'm stressed. Anyway, see you in the next video. This is the be right back thing. I don't think I have an ending scene. I'll have to fix that. Okay, bye.